we've known since the beginning of the year that things are changing in the world of content creation.
Yeah.
But it was like, how do we adjust, and what do we need to do differently? What do I need to do differently? How do I need to spend my time? And I really felt like Haven helped me confirm, okay, yes, things are changing, specifically in the way that brands are doing partnership deals. It's almost been flipped on the backside, and now you really do need to be doing things like LTK and affiliates like Amazon Home
or Walmart Creator.
Those
are the top 3 in my opinion.
Yes, for sure. I think influencers, if you're not already doing that, you almost have to be if you do want to also participate in the brand partnership space, because now the way that it's working is that brands are looking on these affiliate platforms to see like, okay, who is selling a lot of this, or this product, and then approaching those people for brand partnerships. So it's, and honestly, I think it's almost a better way, because that way it's much more organic. It's authentic. It doesn't feel as forced. And I'm sure that the audience can kind of feel that. But that was my biggest takeaway, because I knew LTK was big, but our mindset is always that it's more fashion beauty. At least that's how I thought of it, is more where I go for the creators who are showing me like what to wear, where to shop, makeup, hair. And really that's not true. We heard from so many creators in the DIY and home decor space who are having so much success there. People who are making 6 figures on an affiliate platform. And they're doing it really well.
And the person who was teaching on LTK, and she's basically a home influencer, and she used to do mostly DIY stuff, but now she's mostly shares home decor and how to style, and still does DIY stuff, but more focuses on, showing the home decor products. She actually makes $500,000 a year is what she said, which is wild. Yes. And I took her class, and she's super smart and amazing. And I'm so glad to be connected to her. And I know she offers courses, and I think she's going to start doing a membership, and it's something I'm seriously thinking about, because she just knows so much.
Yeah. And that was my biggest takeaway, is really the importance of being on the affiliate platforms and integrating it into your everyday content. And that's also where the documenting of your life becomes so important, instead of curated produced feed, is just showing people what you're using in your everyday life. What are you using in your projects? What are you using to decorate your home? And combining that with the affiliate platform and linking and getting your community on board. That was my biggest takeaway. And now coming back, it's figuring out, okay, how do we integrate this? How do we practically day to day spend our time building it out?
Yeah.
So,
and I'm not there yet. My head hurts, but I mean, mine was very similar to you. It mostly revolves around LTK, because I've been doing Amazon affiliate since a long time, since before it became an influencer program. It was back in the day when people were just putting it on websites, and it was more for publishers. It was for bloggers. And so I've been with that program, but see it evolve into more of an influencer program. So yeah, you basically need to be putting your content on these platforms. And my problem is right now is that there's three big ones. Well, Amazon and LTK, I think, are the biggest one, and Walmart is trying to compete with that. So it's trying to figure out like, where am I putting my effort? Because I have so much backlog of content too that I could be doing this in. So it's still kind of swirling around in my head. But like you, I think the way forward in getting these brand partnerships is proving that you can get link click-throughs, and that you can actually sell a product, and you're making money off of that too. It's not like that all that effort's going to waste. You're making money off of those affiliate sales, and then getting a brand's attention to be the gravy on top of that is kind of what the people from LTK that were there, that were sharing and doing the classes and the keynote speak, Crystal is amazing. And we've had an opportunity to chat with her after Haven a couple of times. And it's very cool. There's a lot of technology involved.
Yes,
They
there
have
is.
a huge staff and very talented people working on the back end. I had no idea how easy that platform is to use as a creator now and
Yeah.
as a consumer.
Yeah, same for me. I always got kind of annoyed with it
Yeah.
when I was trying to click on other creators' links, and it seemed like a lot of clicks to get to the thing that I
Yeah.
was interested in. But the more I've learned and got more efficient in there, it really is pretty simple.
Yeah.
But what do you say? Because I know a lot of creators out there, what they're going to say is like, I don't want to be a salesperson. I don't want to be selling people things
Yeah.
every day in my feed. So what do you say to that person? And how do you think people who don't consider themselves salesy or don't want to be a salesperson, how could they approach
I
this
think that's
LTK?
okay because that's what I've done for years. I don't think I've ever been really salesy, and I just did my DIY stuff, and then I was able to work with some brands that are DIY specific. But people have been saying all year, this is the year. Everybody was always like niche down, niche down. And then this year, everybody was like, this is the year where like you should just blow it out and do everything. And I'm like, why? Why? It doesn't make sense. And then seeing LTK and just like how naturally I can just throw up things there
Yeah.
that I'm using in my everyday life. And as a person, when I'm talking with my friends, I'm not talking about DIY. I'm talking about, oh my gosh, I just got this pair of joggers that I love. It's the first one that aren't up to my knees. Like I love all these Abercrombie like sweatshirts and
Yeah.
sweatpants sets. They're so comfortable, but they look so chic. And like, we're going to talk about Abercrombie later because it's like my favorite brand right now, which you would never think because when we were growing up, it was just a totally different thing than it is now. Those are the things that I'm talking about in my everyday life. When you told me about Rare Beauty blush and the bronzer,
I know.
I was like, I want to go try those. I bought them and now I love them. So like, those are the things that I get excited about talking about with my friends. So why am I not doing that with my community?
Yeah, it makes so much sense.
Like, why am I
because
not
I'm
sharing
the
all
same.
of it with them? Like, because I want to know if they found like this, I don't know, if they found a new restaurant that's really great. I want to know about it. You
I
know?
know. And I love nothing more than when I really like something and I tell someone about it and then they go
they
buy
like
it
it.
and they like it too. I don't know why that gives me so much like joy. Like, yes.
So I think there are ways to do it without being salesy. Just be
I
like,
think
hey.
so too. But I just was saying, like, I bet that's a lot of people's first reaction. Like,
And guess what? You don't have to.
yeah, totally.
But for us, because the space that we're in does not have a lot of money, the brands that have a ton of money are, beauty and home and things that can be used by a lot of people. DIY is very specific. Not everybody's going to do it. Not everybody's going to paint their house. Not everybody's going to grab a power tool. Some people are going to hire people. Everybody needs groceries.
Yeah.
Everybody needs clothes.
Yeah.
Pretty much every woman wears makeup, if not a big, huge percentage of them. A lot of people have kids in school. They want to know the back to school deals, the best lunchbox. Those things are more marketable. So if you are wanting to level up your brand and be able to bring in more income, I think you are going to have to expand out of your niche. Don't give up on your niche. Don't alienate your niche. Don't forget where you came from. But for me, as someone who's been doing a DIY content creation, specifically a YouTube channel where I was making a video a week for years, I'm getting kind of exhausted.
Yeah. I think it's a perfect way for somebody like you
To transition
transition
into something different and just try it out. And if it doesn't work out,
and
it's
to
okay.
diversify your income streams, because I was shocked at the income potential.
Yeah.
I mean, that woman that taught the class,
Stefana,
Stefana,
and I'll link her information.
Silber. Is
Yeah,
that
so
right?
you guys can follow her on Instagram.
She
She's
doubled
awesome.
her income year over year.
Yeah.
Like it was a really incredible and inspiring story to the potential that is out there through these affiliate programs. And I think we've always, or at least I've always thought affiliates are kind of like that little just icing on the cake, a little extra out there.
Yeah.
Like doesn't really amount to much, but it's nice to have. Well, now it can be a huge source of income. And because it's so diversified, the things that you're putting on there, I think it's a lot more sustainable down the road of an income source.
And I'm to the point where I think my audience has seen me do almost like, I'm sure I got some tricks up my sleeve that I can still pull out with furniture and stuff, but I've been doing it for so long and that my niche is so saturated now. There's so many people doing it. I don't get the views that I used to get. And when you don't get the views that you used to get, like on YouTube, the income is down. So my income's down on YouTube. It's still like good income. I'm not going to poo-poo like what I'm making there. And I have some videos that are still very old and successful that are making me passive income. But it's just to diversify, just to do something different, to try it out and see if it works.